Hey, Brother Trey, tell them the name of the company, man.
Hands on Paint and Construction LLC.
Really chasing a meal. These bitches is tripping and mad at I'm winning. Why do y'all stay in y'all feelings? I'm never slipping for attention. I use that third eye. Y'all got me fucked up, yeah, y'all tripping. Mean every word that I'm saying, ain't catching no lie. Talking and I'm steady bidding. Yeah, I'm really chasing a million. Yeah, I'm really chasing a million. I'm on the rise, I know they surprised. Look at my eyes, I ain't telling no lies. I'm chilling laid back, yeah, I'm just a whole vibe. And I just stay coolin' like one of the guys. Why do y'all stay in y'all feelings? I'm never slipping for attention.
But going in for the substance use, to the heart program where I went, that was last week or the week before for the substance use program, speaking to the men and women. That was, that's my life, and that's what I went in to do, to share the hope shot with those individuals, letting them know that the process they're in, to trust the process. Just like right now, I have to trust the process. Everything I had that I lost, I can't get it back right away, right? I have to, trust the process and be patient. So I speak about patience, trusting the process, that spiritual relationship, and, trying to find your way. It's different for everybody. And that's another reason I wrote the book, it was to help the professional world understand that you can't put people with mental health disorders and substance use disorders in a box. You can't say this theory is going to fix you, or do this and put it on a whole mass of people and think that it's going to work. That's why I advocate for the person-centered theory. In the person-centered theory, you meet the person where they are. And I believe that's the best way to go. We can't put people in boxes, and say, okay, this is going to work, because everybody's been comes from different socioeconomic backgrounds. You have people that have different trauma history and triggers for that trauma, different substance use disorder triggers that trigger that, that disorder. So everybody has to find what works best for them. And I believe person-centered theory and DBT, which is dialectical behavioral therapy, is the best treatment for it. Because they used to use CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, but the DBT actually is contextualized to the person. It's almost a person-centered type of behavioral therapy where it tries to figure out what makes me think like this, what results have I gotten from that, and so I can have a different outcome. CBT will put you in the box and say, if you don't think like this and act like this, then your results are going to be this, right? DBT says, based on you, who your parents were, where you grew up, what happened to you as a child, what happened to you growing up, all of it. It takes into consideration everything about your life, the whole person, right? And tries to get an answer to why they think and feel the way they do, so that the thinking and the feelings can change the behavior, which will change the outcome. I love
it. So DBT is more based on the environment
and the person. It takes into consideration everything about it, not just the environment. It is very helpful. Actually, the Navy started using it first for people who were coming back with PTSD. Yeah.
And then go deeper into CBT again.
CBT was the first form of behavioral therapy, and it was developed by a white man in the 70s, right? And he said, if you don't think and act like based on these things, which I believe will give you a recovery or wellness from your mental health or whatever, then you're not going to make it. And that didn't work because and this was made in the 70s, right? Everybody doesn't think like a white man from the 70s. So it was damaging to people. People were like, well, I'll never think like that because I didn't come up in middle class America in 1970 as a white man. And that's what CBT is based on. Everything that he thought was right and exact about how to get better. DBT, like I said, is so much different because Marlon Talks, born in 1970 from Newport News, this will be contextualized. This will center around everything that he dealt with in his life, his family, his parents, how he was raised, everything. DBT is really helping save lives.
You
And
taught me something.
the old prison programs used to use CBT, which is why even after doing 23 total years in prison, a lot of those jail prison programs, CBT, I came out, I didn't get anything, you know. Matter of fact, I had a lot of disciplinary action while I was in those programs because I was like, I couldn't fit in. I couldn't fit in that man's head. I had my own thinking. I had my own problems. He hadn't gone through what I had.